So hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy C Will, back to you with another video. And yes, I am pretty much giving you my full review on the Samsung soundbar. Yep, I know you've been waiting on this. People asking me a lot of questions. Just so you would know, my setup has kind of changed a little bit, as you can see, since the last video. I actually got me a coffee table and everything. And as you can see, the PlayStation 5 Midnight Black controller. All right, but enough about that. I know someone, so this is definitely impromptu, using my iPhone to shoot this video because it's a little dark in my room and some of the cameras I got doesn't pick up very well, but the iPhone does. So as you can see, the TV that I have is the LG CX65 65-inch OLED TV. Just right off back, I'm going to answer questions somebody asked me in one of the comments. Does the soundbar block the actual sensor on the TV? I am sitting on my couch, and as you can see, everything pretty much clears. I don't have issues with turning on my TV with the soundbar being pretty much that close. And as you can see, if you want to see it from that angle, it's not that tall. I'm just going to tell you right off the hand, I absolutely love this soundbar. The subwoofer is wireless, sits behind my other shelf that I have right here. And you know, that hooks up to itself through Bluetooth, and the actual sound bar comes with eARC, and that's how I have it connected to my TV. I actually did a review on this TV, and the HDMI 2 port on this TV is the actual ARC, and what that does, it actually allows you to be able to hook the soundbar up to the TV through HDMI, and I can be able to take advantage of all of the surround sound. Now, obviously, it's the soundbar and the subwoofer, but it's still able to do 5.1 channels and above. This soundbar does not support Dolby Atmos. I know a lot of people was asking about that. It doesn't support that, even though my TV supports Dolby Atmos, the TV itself. So if you have that content, you'll be able to do it. But the soundbar doesn't. Does that take away from the actual sound experience? Absolutely not. It doesn't. I know a lot of people had issues about that. You know, this particular model doesn't cover Dolby Atmos. But let me tell you something. I think that's a preference thing. If you never experienced Atmos, you don't know what you're missing. So Atmos allows the actual sound to reflect off of the ceilings. And so like if you're in a movie theater, there's a lot more speakers, a lot more sound that's being pushed everywhere. But I'm just going to tell you right offhand, like if I turn on Ratchet and Clank right now, there are different sound options on the TV. And so right now, as you can see, it has a LED indicator right here. And as you can see, it says TV ARC, ARC. And what I've noticed is that with the PlayStation 5, if I cut my TV on, my PlayStation 5 will be in rest mode. But when I cut the TV on, because the soundbar is hooked up through ARC, it cuts my PlayStation on. And so it does a lot of the controls, through ARC. A lot of stuff happens. I tried using the soundbar with a optical input with the fiber cable. I actually prefer the HDMI eARC. And also, if you decide to get a higher end model of this soundbar, ARC is going to give you those channels that goes above 5.1, so you can be able to take advantage of 7.1 Dolby Atmos and all that good stuff. And so just keep that in mind if you're going to be using this. I would, if you have a newer TV, use eARC. Use the eARC HDMI input on the bottom of the soundbar. Right here is the HDMI port. And then on this side is the power cable. This is USB. HDMI, this is the hookup to the TV. And here's the HDMI port. Because this uses one of the ports on the TV, it has an HDMI port that you can be able to plug up to here to replace the one that's being taken up on the TV. And here is the actual optical input that you can be able to use. So I had nothing but great things to say about the sound bar. So speaking of sound, let me go back. I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, but right here on the front, it has a LED indicator. So you can actually, here's the remote that comes with this. You could control the volume, the subwoofer. So the volume actually gets up really, really high. Like if I turn this up now, so it goes up to 100. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank. And I'm just gonna turn that back down, because the thing that you're hearing right now in the background, that's just background. I'm not even having the game actually go full on. I find it where I actually play my sound bar in the 20s, maybe around about 30. It's plenty of loud. But subwoofer, you can actually change this. So right now I got it on +2. Out the box it comes at 0. And if you don't want to wake up the whole house, you can actually do this all the way to -6, and then beyond this, it actually jumps to -12. And that's the lowest that it goes for the subwoofer. But I'm gonna put that back to +2, which is kind of where I like to keep it. You have a couple of options here. You could be able to change the sound mode. And so right now I have it on Gain Pro. And I'm just going to tell you, there's a couple of different modes. So let me just go through this. So in the sound modes, you could change, you got Gain Pro, you have Adaptive, which will kind of play off of, whatever TV show or whatever game or whatever that you're playing. You have DTS, Virtual, so it's virtual DTS surround sound. You have Standard. You have actual surround sound mode. And then you have game mode. Now, I'm just gonna let you know, I've used all of these. You're not gonna be able to tell through this video, but I'm just gonna let you know right now, the only mode that you need to use is Game Pro. And the reason being is because all the other modes, they suck. I'm just going to tell you that right offhand. I don't know if it was some sort of type of gimmick that they came up with, but Game Pro has the best sound for this sound bar, bar none. And that's for all the features, whether you're using this for just watching TV, watching movies, playing video games, listening to music, through Bluetooth from your phone, which that works very well. I had some family over a couple of months ago, and I had the sound bar and subwoofer downstairs playing music, Bluetooth. Sounded phenomenal, filled up the whole room. I use Game Pro mode. Like I said, I don't know, when Samsung made this, it seems like all the other modes were gimmicks. The sound sounds terrible using any other mode on this TV other than game mode. So just buyer beware when it comes to that. Game mode Pro or Game Pro mode is the best sound mode and the only sound mode that you should use with this sound bar. You have a directional pad, so you could pause, play. There's a pairing mode for the Bluetooth. Let's see. You also have a mute button, again, volume, regular volume. And then you can actually change, this will actually change your inputs. So you have HDMI. So like the HDMI input is obviously, if you needed to plug up something else to your TV and you was using all of your ports, you can actually use the HDMI port on here as the input. BT is Bluetooth, USB, and then you have it's DIN, then which is also the same thing as ARC. And so ARC, again, because that's what I want all my audio to run through on my TV, that's what you have to have set up. And if I go to the actual settings on my TV, I was just gonna show you what it looks like. So on the LG CX, if you go over here to sound, as you can see, it supports Dolby Atmos. The TV does, not the soundbar. But sound out is on HDMI ARC, ARC, and if you want to use the optical input on the sound bar, you have to change the TV to optical for the sound, but it's on HDMI ARC. And so it says enjoy TV sound through audio devices connected to HDMI in ARC port. SimpLink will be automatically turned on to use the ARC mode. If the device is not connected, you may not hear sound through it. So that's what that is. Yeah, so just to give you what this what this is like, what I like about it. Let me turn this up a little bit so you could be able to hear. I'm gonna turn this up to 30, and let's piss off this this monster and Ratchet and Clank. And I'm trying to play this with one hand. And yep, and get my stuff tossed to me.
What's more of this?
Right.
Stop shooting and run.
And as you can see, I died very quickly. So that's on 30. Let me turn this up a little bit more. So if I turn this up to 50, now we could get a better understanding.
Ratchet, you're just making him mad. Weapons don't even faze him. Stop shooting and run.
Stop shooting and run. No. Just pissing it off, right? All right, and so that's the sound that comes from that. Obviously, I can't show you movies because I don't want my video to be have copyright issues. But that's the sound bar. I hope this helps. I hope this answers all of the questions that you have. What settings you should use? Basically, use Game Pro mode. Don't use any of the other sound settings. Use HDMI ARC, if you have that on your TV. If not, you could, definitely use the actual digital output mode. If you want to hook this up to your phone via Bluetooth, you could do that to play music and all that good stuff, and you'll be good to go. Whatever that you're playing, if it supports surround sound, the sound bar can be able to handle it. And movies, everything sounds great, including gameplay. So if you're a Call of Duty player, it is absolutely phenomenal, the sound that comes out of the sound bar. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you plan on picking up one of these, or if you plan on picking up a higher end version, definitely let me know. I got this one. If you saw my unboxing video, I think I got this one for 300 bucks. It was originally $500 at Micro Center. And I got an open box, so I got a really good deal on it for what it does. And so it's absolutely phenomenal. Definitely give it a thumbs up. And so if you want to purchase this sound bar, you could definitely hit the Amazon links in the description below and to help the channel out. Peace. Talk to you soon. I'll see you all in the next video.